So there's obviously been a lot going on in terms of Cardano and ADA right now, and we're actually seeing some extreme support at this time. It's very good to see that although ADA pulled back to that, 24, 23 cent range, we essentially got a bounce out of that. We're sitting around 26 cents right now, and people may be wondering what the next move is going to be for Cardano. Obviously, when it comes to Cardano itself, there's great development going on. There's a lot of support there. That's great stuff to see. When it comes to ADA price, there's some key things that need to hold in order for us to, have this continued support, to see some moves to the upside, and I want to talk to you guys about it. Now, obviously, right here, when we look at the charts, we can see it's fighting with this 20-day moving average. Obviously, it's well below the 50 right now. The 200-day is somewhere up in here. And really what it needs to do is it needs to float along this 20-day moving average. It needs to try to break this because obviously the last time it tried to do that back on the 14th, it got rejected. It came back down. Okay. Now, what we really do need to hold in order to stay bullish for Cardano is this 24-cent line. I'm just trying to find my horizontal line. We need to hold this right here. This is our big long-term level of support. If you guys remember, that's essentially where we came into the year at. We came down, we did a retest. You could almost consider this a double bottom. But what I'd like to see is if we do decide to come back down and try to retest this, I want to see it bounce right off of here. In fact, in past market cycles, when we look back even, at, I believe 2018, when ADA bottomed out the last time, it essentially did the same thing. It came down, it retested, it formed a double bottom before we took off and went on to create a new all-time high. This was a great thing to see. Now, the reason why, despite what the SEC is doing, we're seeing good support with ADA right now, is that most exchanges have not touched anything in terms of like delistings when it comes to ADA. Okay. This is obviously great to see. And I think that'll continue to be the case until there is some sort of lawsuit against Cardano or ADA for selling unregistered securities, right? That I think is the big catalyst that could essentially, make Cardano move to the downside. If that ends up being the case, we may end up somewhere down in that 17-cent range, like we've talked about in the past. Otherwise, if the broader crypto markets continues to hold the strength that it has right now, I don't think we see those levels. I think we continue to just kind of go sideways for now. As always, this is not financial advice. Essentially, what the SEC has done is if let's say someone walks up to you and says, "Hey, this is a fish," and then they just walk away. You're like, "Is that person an idiot or what? Like, what the heck were they talking about?" That's essentially what the SEC has done right now. Until they come back and show some sort of proof to their claims, right? Nothing has happened. Okay. That's a key point that I think people need to remember. And if nothing does come from this, especially over the next few months here, this will essentially be a blip on the radar that didn't matter. It really just created more opportunity in the market. During this time, I'm loving the price where ADA's at. Again, if you wanted an opportunity to get cheap ADA again, you've obviously seen how high it's gotten this year. It's broken the 40-cent mark. So it's gone almost essentially a 2x from where the price is at right now. That is huge opportunity. But I appreciate you guys. As always, this is not financial advice. This is just what's going on right now. We need some more good moves in the market to really continue to move BTC above 30K. We need ADA to continue to rebound and move higher. But we'll obviously see if any of that news comes. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Show your support below. Have a great Friday. I hope to catch you in the next one. Take care.